Soul Garden.
Namaste, and welcome to Soul Horoscopes Orbits Edition. From my webcam to yours, I'm Christopher Rayman Witecki, your astrologer, and I'm a soul biographer, here to help you put the pieces of your personal karmic story together. Now our heart, which is where it's all about, is now in Virgo. In fact, we're in Chapter 2 of Sun in Virgo. We'll move from taking action to step away from what we don't like in our life or reality, and by the end of the week, hopefully finding peace and harmony back with reality. Mostly this is a health or reality change, and no matter what, you can expect change to happen in your life this week. Now, emotions start off a bit turbulent in Cancer, but then move into I Love Leo for 2 days on Monday and Tuesday. It's Light Cast Day, Wednesday, Thursday, with the Moon and Sun in Virgo, and the week ends with emotions being very sensitive and tranquil in Libra. The moon signs most affected are Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces moons highly affected, and Libra, Aries moons also affected, particularly at the end of the week. Now, looking at orbits, man, our chakras most affected starts at the solar plexus with the moon in Cancer, but then there's a whole party going on in the heart chakra, the sun, the moon, and now Mars is in Leo, so we now have our root chakra energy mixing with our heart chakra energy. The first thing that means is bow chicka bow wow. A whole bunch of Geminis are now being conceived, I can guarantee you that. But it also means it's hard for us to separate some of our ego initiative from our heart initiative, and I'll give you some clues on that here looking at the planets. It comes from this soul pyramid in water, this grand trine. You see, Saturn has now moved to 7 degrees Scorpio, which says before you close the door on somebody or something forever, and that's how we're feeling. Even these world politics kind of reveals that. We're about to change international politics forever. You should check your guides, you should meditate, you should connect. So in each of your horoscopes up above, I'll be giving you some tips on that. Another interesting clue, though, of course, is this grand square or grand cross, which will be breaking apart this week. Thank goddess for that, due to Venus and its fast-moving path. Now, the Venus-Uranus opposition is the last little touch of the grand square, and so in essence, I think once it passes through, you kind of figure out what's fair to you, and this weekend when the moon crosses Venus, I think we're finally feeling kind of free from all that energy. But don't forget to meditate, because like I said, once again, we are mixing our root chakra, bow chicka bow, with our heart chakra, and it's hard for us to separate. All right, let's take a good bird's eye view of you by taking the ascension elevator up. And I got a little secret for you up there, so see you upstairs.
Folks, this is your captain speaking. We realize you have a choice in the astrologers you choose to fly with, and we'd just like to thank you for flying with Christopher Witecki.
Hello, my Sagittarians and Sagittarius risings, and welcome to the Mile High Club, where we're going to work on you and your stories going on. Right now, the sun's in Virgo, so Sag and Sag risings are working on their career and their legacy, and also on the important decisions in your life. And if you are a homemaker or if you raise children, that's your career and legacy. This is about the direction of your life and whether or not it's on course with what your heart really deserves. And it's one thing to know what your heart wants, it's another thing to be able to pull it off. Now, when it comes to moving in that direction, we're going to step away from poor decisions, the wrong decisions, maybe for career, maybe stepping away from certain relationships with colleagues or alignments, and going down a new route when it comes to career legacy direction this week. That's a big, big shift. And opposing that, of course, are your feelings of security and whether or not that's going to work anyways. Another opposition is your inner child, which is opposing what you may think or you've been told what you have to be in society. So trying to find the fairness and justice with a reputation, or maybe some struggle with a friend, or connecting to friendships, or feeling represented well in the world. So there's struggle there versus what your heart really wants. And then another opposition is Jupiter opposing Pluto. And this one's a little tougher because it is you trying to manifest abundance and trying to make money and pull out of any self-esteem issues. On the flip side, very sensitive, very emotional, moving into new trust and intimacy, boundaries, probably a little scary for you. So those are all the oppositions going on right now for Sagittarius and Sag risings. But the focal point, believe it or not, has to do with your decision making. So as we start off, we're in chapter 2 this week of the Sun in Virgo. And for Sagittarius and Sag risings, this is your management, how you manage your life, your governing policy. And of course, this usually manages out in your career. You'll move from stepping away from what doesn't work, step 9, to being some sort of assembly by the end of the week between your heart and your mind. So your mind and your heart are, I think, excited on the same team about where your career and legacy is headed. Now, another story going on is Jupiter in Cancer, which is forcing expansion, emotional expansion of trust. I mean, that's what it comes down to. This is the part that's opposing feeling good about yourself. So you are in brand new waters when it comes to trust, brand new waters when it comes to maybe intimacy with yourself or someone else, but you are at least cutting away the old damaged tissue of being able to trust yourself or not. So those days are gone. Then lastly, Saturn in Scorpio says, hey, when it comes to interfaith, you just got to get on your knees and pray, okay? You are learning to connect to your higher self, connect to your guides before you make any decision, throw it by your higher self, see if you get a good or bad feeling. This is recommended because, like the beginning intro, our ego interest and our heart interest are definitely combining right now and getting confused. So last week, the breakdown was somewhere around Tuesday or Wednesdays when I predicted, and you might have had a breakdown, and this, of course, all dealt with the Virgo issue. And so the issue dealt with career and legacy and where you're moving forward with career and legacy with that breakdown. Might have had some bad news, might have gotten laid off, might have heard things you didn't want to hear. But this week it's about taking that wisdom or not and moving forward in a positive direction, stepping away from poor career decisions, stepping away from emotional baggage from those career decisions, right? And that is in uncharted territory. That's why all week, when it comes to your sense of trust or not trust, your emotional boundaries, you might be feeling fragile. So I was going to tell you, it's going to be a vulnerable week all week long for Sagittarius and Sag risings. On Sunday, you are going to take action. So step toward the new career, away from the old career, away from the old reputation, into a new decision-making policy. That's what Sunday's about. And emotions in Cancer make it very vulnerable, very sensitive, highlighting all the boundaries. On Monday, things get a little bit clearer. You're getting a little bit more passionate about what you believe. You're starting to align all your beliefs and faith down the same purpose. So Monday and Tuesday probably feel really good. In fact, on Tuesday, you're even healing from issues you might have had in the past. Wednesday is an amazing day for Sag and Sag rising. So this is a day you might go for something in your career. You might get a big deal. You might get a response, something where your eyes completely are open for the first time about what your potentials really are. And maybe you've noticed that you are looking at the wrong details. That's always the issue for Sagittarius, is they hold on to the wrong details. That's why they make the wrong decisions. And the right details are the one your heart tells you about. So Wednesday is an enlightening day. Now, Wednesday night is light cast day, so that means the sun and moon come together, and kind of however you go to sleep Wednesday is how your career begins to immediately manifest on Thursday. It's almost like we wake up and we've been visited by elves, because Thursday is Uranus rule breakdown breakthrough day. You will have some news, good or bad, and with this potential war with Syria, we might find the strikes Wednesday, Thursday, just because Thursday looks like it's going to be a shocking day for the world anyways. For you, this would be a shocking day that relates to manifesting a new career, a new legacy. It could even be the stock market changing, but Thursday is a breakthrough understanding. Friday is the breakthrough. So Friday, the light bulb goes on. We understand. We know where we're going. The moon moves out of the sensitivity of career. And now, from Friday through the weekend, your feelings really all harbor around reputation, friendship, and your public spin. So if you have to do some sort of public spin with all this career stuff, you'll find yourself doing it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But Saturday is the day where it comes all groovy. We got the yin-yang vibe going on. Venus rules the day. And so Saturday is where you will come to peace, I do believe, with your heart and mind as far as where your career is going and where your legacy is going. So I do think you go to bed Saturday feeling rather good about things, and emotions are literally harboring around society and feeling good in the world. And we have a love fest the next day, so that's going to be fun. We're going to really love it or not love it. Now, coming down to earth real quick, I've got super groovy news. The Act 3 video reports are available as of Wednesday for immediate download at soulmart.me. They now come in either MP3 or video for iPhone or Google device. So come on down. This is a 3-month story of what you're going to go through, including the crazy Halloween time. Halloween is going to be crazy. I already recorded these. My goodness. And Jumpstart the Heart is an ability to, is a class where you have the ability to get in front of me for 90 minutes and we open up the heart. So if you're having issues with living by what you believe and staying in that faith, that's what I help you walk away with. All of these products do keep me on the air and are available at soulmart.me. All right, my Sag and Sag Risings. Remember, I think there's only one thing I can tell you is not to focus on the details that you don't love. Listen to your heart. Listen to the details that your heart loves. That's where you go in your direction of your career. And I think everything else is going to work out for you. I'll see you in 7 days with more. Until then, live, love, be.
Guys, someone left my freaking watch in here. It's behind the set under the O.